Plaintiff Brian Williams says on Easter Sunday, he was arrested at church. And when he got home from jail, he saw his wife moving out. As Brian tried to retrieve some property from the home, the defendant, a fellow church member, assaulted him twice. So he's suing. Defendant Ralph Bradford says on the day of the incident, he was trying to be civil with Brian, but Brian was not being cooperative. Ralph insists he only got physical with Brian after Brian tried to attack. So he denies owing for anything.
Start with you.
Yes, I met this gentleman through my ex-wife, and he was a barber in her salon. And so one Easter Sunday, 2011, my world came to the end of my adult life. I ended up losing my wife, losing my family, and getting beat down by Ralph, not only once, but twice.
In the same day?
In the same day, and homeless. Matter of fact, homeless as well.
What happened?
Okay, Easter Sunday, it started out with a lie from my stepdaughter. I get arrested. You know, they came back up to the church and arrested me. So I go to jail. I get bonded out. So I had to walk to find me a ride. You know, fat folks don't like to walk. You know, they swear
They need to, or you need to.
Well, that too, but we don't like to. So I get to the house and I see she moving out. So I'm like, what's going on? Is this how it's gonna be? She's like, yeah. So I'm assessing what I needed to get now, come back and get. But one thing I knew I needed to get was my food stamp card. If I'm gonna be homeless, at least I wouldn't be hungry. You know what I'm saying? After that, come down, then come Ralph, Captain Save Her. You know, come down to the house. You know,
that's not how it is, Your Honor.
He was
it's kind of the story kind of conflicting a little bit.
And then I'll let you resume shortly.
All right. Some of what the plaintiff is saying is somewhat kind of accurate, but not accurate. We go to the same church, and I also worked in the same salon with his wife. Though that's what's true. They was actually having some ups and downs in their marriage. I just try to stay out of that. But my
so you must love gossip.
No,
church, salon, you hang around nothing but gossip. You hang around nothing but gossip.
Can't win for losing.
Go ahead.
Well, as he stated, he got locked up while we were at church. I didn't know none of the, none of this took place. But his wife asked me. They was already in the plans of actually moving. And she asked with myself and one of my friends, which is another church member, we actually helped her move.
While he was jailed?
While he was in jail,
Gotcha.
she was trying to do this move before
that's
he actually
got
out of jail.
Involved. All right.
So that's what we were doing. But he wasn't supposed to come back to the home. He got a restraining order.
Condition of his release.
Not against his wife, but against his stepdaughter. But if his stepdaughter's living there, he's not supposed to go there. And he did. He came to the home right after he got out of jail, and he was inside the home with his ex-wife. They were talking, doing whatever, and so he asked her what their vehicle was, and at the same time that he asked this, the vehicle rolls up. So he charges out to the car and jumps through the window.
Through what window? Of the vehicle?
Of the vehicle.
Who had the vehicle?
The property manager, which is also a church member and friend, of the family. So as he is in, I run up and try to get him out of the car. 300 pounds versus 185 pounds. I ain't really much, making no difference. So I had to put a little bit more force behind, my pulling. Grabbed him one hand around his waist, his waist, and the other one around the top part of the throat area.
Call it the chokehold.
Well, chokehold if you want to call it. But I had to use a little bit more force than I was using at first. Finally get him out, he falls to the ground. I don't know if he blanked out, I don't know. I help him back up. And he proceeded to go back to the home where I stood in between the doors and just wait till the police officers get here. Put my hand in his chest, and so when I did that, he actually just bolted me in my chest.
Sir?
So after I'm bringing some of my equipment out, puts it in the truck, then our vehicle that we purchased together come down with her in Christ in it. So I walks over there because I got some little knickknacks.
Her in Christ?
Yeah, her sister
her friend in Christ? Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I have
Lord,
a few
you
things.
stop all this church and Christ and all this, and you're not telling me anything other than we was fighting, and I'm sure there was some cursing going on.
Oh, yes, it was.
Well, then, stop all this, our church in Christ, and we were in the Lord, and God told me to do this, and we left church to do that, and here come our sister in Christ. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. So once I, get to the truck to get my things out, then Ralph grabbed me in a chokehold. Then I go down. Then once I get back up, go to the house, to get the rest of my things out to leave. And my witness, they're standing there and seeing that I didn't fight back at all once they jumped on me. Even the second time when they jumped on me, I'm up under.
How did the second time occur?
All right, I'm going to the house to get the rest of my equipment out.
You're going back in after this altercation?
Yes, in the street.
After the fight,
yes.
They stop?
Yeah, they stop.
They leave you alone?
Yes, sir.
And so you go into the house
to get the rest of my equipment.
And what happened?
That's false.
And so once Ralph jumps in front of me, and it's like, "No, you're not going in until the police come." So I look him up and down, call him out his name. And they jumped on me again, and I get a couple more blows to the face, and I fall up under the truck. To keep from hitting me in my face. They stumping me in my ribs and my side. In my back. So I call the police while I'm up under the truck. Keep them from stomping in my face.
Police were already on the way, like they said. So
right.
Go ahead.
So I call the police and tell them to hurry up and get there. And
Did you stay under the truck?
Until the police came,
You stayed under the truck until the police came?
No, I got up from under the truck. Once they stopped jumping on me,
We actually helped him up again. We probably roughed him up. But I'm not gonna lie, every time we helped him, our intent was never to try to hurt him. Now, his intent on going back into the home, I don't know what your intentions was. So I stood, just said, just wait till the police officers just get there.
And then how did that end, this incident?
The police pulled up, and when the police came, he kind of separated. Took his ex-wife off, asked her what had happened. I think pulled him to the side, asked him what happened, and brought me into and my friend and got the story. And he scolded him. Told him
the police scolded him?
Scolded him, yes. And,
saying what?
He should have never came out there. He should have been, if he was going to come out there, he should have been police escorted, which he was not. And they told him, you need to get your stuff and you need to get gone. Is basically what he told him.
Sir?
No, sir. No, it was not.
What did the police tell you?
The police said, I'm going to allow you to get your stuff, then you have to leave. And I accepted that.
So what happened, sir? Did they charge the defendant?
They dismissed it.
No, it was.
Let's see it, please, Dorm.
Not guilty.
Did you all have a hearing?
We did. We had a hearing.
Yeah, you're right. It was adjudicated as not guilty. So the judge didn't believe that they did anything wrong. And it sounds like to me that they were acting in self-defense. Why do you think they would assault you?
Well, for one, my ex-wife was telling them all kind of stories about me at the time. Like that I was this evil guy.
So what makes them want to go after you because of that? I'm hearing that they came to help a woman while her husband was jailed, and because they intervened against you being violent and a fight ensues and you lose the fight.
No, I did not fight back at all, Your Honor. My witness was a witness.
Oh, you just sat there and...
My intentions wasn't to go there and
You didn't put your hands up, did you?
No, sir.
You just took the shots and just...
My intentions wasn't to fight them.
Just fell to the ground. Never lifted your hands.
No, sir.
Yeah, right.
I never lifted.
Now you're talking crazy to me. You stood back and watched, huh? You stood back and watched your buddy be beat down?
Yes,
State your name. State your name.
Your Honor.
State your name.
I'm Benjamin Hampton.
Okay, and you're telling me you stood by as your friend was beaten down with his hands down.
It wasn't exactly like that.
Okay, tell me how it was.
I looked out the door. It was on Easter Sunday, and he
I don't need to know all that. I heard that.
Yes.
I want to know, when you saw him being beaten, what did you do?
I didn't do anything.
You just looked?
At the moment. I didn't do anything at the moment.
Okay, and why didn't you intervene on behalf of your friend?
Well, looked like this gentleman and another gentleman had it under control.
Good enough. That's your friend.
No.
All right.
But had it under the control in the sense that they tried to break up whatever was going on. They actually tried to break it up. And
They did.
Yes.
Your friend.
Your Honor.
Your Honor.
That's enough, sir. Thank you.
May I
Did you hear your
intervene
friend?
He wasn't.
Your friend said that they were trying to break up whatever you were doing. Secondly, sir, you broke the law. Let's start there.
Okay.
You broke the law. Anything that happened after that, I'm not going to reward you for it. You violated a court order which sought to keep you from going there, becoming violent, and exactly what you were ordered not to do, you did. They try and break it up, and as your witness and friend says, all they were trying to do, Your Honor, was break it up. When you pressed charges against them in court, they had a hearing, and that judge threw it out. Now you want to come to me and think I'm a sucker, and I'm going to do the same thing, throw you out. Your claim is dismissed. This man didn't do anything to you that was unwarranted. You broke the law, and you became violent first. Case dismissed. Have a good day.
Ain't no hard feelings, man. I mean,
Bro, man, ain't no ill will, you know what I'm saying, man? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no ill will for you, bro. I got love for you, bro.